a time where I tried to keep track of my different types of lovers that I had. But you know what I came to learn? It didn't matter what race or gender the lover was. It was still the same person underneath it all. Like, no matter, you know, like, I think that, does that make sense? Does that make sense? Like, if you are attracted to a certain race, or you have a certain type, or, you might be a part of a problem, because having a type is a lot different than finding, like, a unique soulmate that fits you, isn't it? Like, if you have a type, you know, I don't know, it seems like for you to have the type, that means that you have to be putting someone else down. And it would be very proper to just fall in love with someone without having to put someone else down. Like, the person knows that you're comparing them to someone else. I like you more than that. And that division right there is what the whole relationship will be based on. I remember thinking, like, even to this day, like, sometimes I think things like, oh, I need a Jamaican man, or I need a, you know, but I look around and I really don't need any man. I appreciate seeing good men being kind people, and they are in all forms. I see them in all different forms, and I feel the same way about women. I think that there are so many amazing women who just do them. They're just themselves. And the beautiful thing is that we are a compilation of, you know, so many different identities, and then there we are in it. And I don't know, I think that it's not even about giving anyone a chance. It's like, you shouldn't be dating anyone. If you're saying things like, this is my type, I have a type, you need to stop dating. You need to not worry about the types that you have, and you need to find a fucking hobby and, you know, I don't know, go back to school or something. Find like, what is you? Like, what would make you someone's type? Like, what, besides just like a basic, oh, I'm a size 11, you know? Like, how would you... It's just, sometimes the things that the identities that we build around ourselves. Like, I love the line from, like, Missy Elliott. Like, I can't do it right now. I can't do it, but she's talking about all the different kinds of, like, hot guys that exist, and it's just it's not. I think that the reality is we're in an awakening where we're learning that being confident and lovely to someone has nothing to do with being sexual or sexualized. And at least maybe that's what I'm realizing in my little world. But, you know, we hear of people being confused when someone's being nice to them, and they think they're getting flirted with, or they think that they want something from them. And I think more often than not, that's because our perception of true love and true confidence and is been convoluted into equated with sex. It's equated with being sexy. Sexy is like the goal, and whatever way they try to, whether they say you're sexy because you're intelligent or you're sexy because of your body, it's still being sexualized. It's still saying, I would fuck you. And no one was asking, and no one fucking cares. And, you know? I don't know. I really do. I think we're in a season collectively, like, where we're all saying, none of us want to fuck. None of us want to have sex. It's not even about that. It's like, I don't know, there's like so, like, passion and inspiration. Passion is getting confused with having to put out. And I don't know, man, I haven't had sex in about 6 years, and I've been a pretty sexual person my whole life. I'll be 39 this year, and so I feel pretty confident in what it means to put on one's sexy. And it can be a tool to defend yourself in a world that sexualizes everything. But the truth is that not everything is sexual. Not everything is this lusting, like, and it's not good. It's a codependent. It's one-sided. It's putting on an act. It's putting on a show. It's temporary. There's nothing, even like, it's even getting a compliment. I'm having this memory where I was complimented while dancing once, and this guy said to me that I would be a good stripper, and I took it as a compliment. And I remember telling a guy friend of mine afterwards about this, and he was pissed about it. He was actually offended by it. He was like, don't take that as a compliment. That isn't... And I love that about him. I love that he said that, because it's true. Like, my dancing, my dancing in some ways is a prayer. Me dancing is an expression and a form of communication with the great mystery, more or less. And so to say that you could make a buck off of that, and don't get me wrong, I've definitely I've thought about stripping once, a few times, and I went into the one bar to try to strip, and the first man that walked in, like, reminded me of, like, a father figure, and I just couldn't take it seriously. Like, it's to be actually trying to seduce someone, to be in this state where you're actually trying to be seductive, is a lot different than being in a state where you're trying to make money. And I also don't really feel like trying to seduce someone who reminds me of a father figure, and I don't really there's something that happens because it is a performance. And I've talked to a few strippers. I remember one woman who I met who was serving coffee to in Montana, and she told me that she had been abused. She had some sexual abuse, and that stripping kind of was her way of kind of owning it. Like, it actually takes the magic out of it. You're like, no, this is for work. Like, don't, this type of work is this. And she felt that being able to dance was her way of having control over herself. And I get that. And that's why when you have those kinds of cultures, you need to have, like, sex, laws that protect people that do sex work. And that would also keep it out of the dark. Like, anyone that does that stuff, if you make it, it's not that you want to normalize it, but it's like, it's happening. And so because it's happening, there needs to be laws in place that protect the ones that are open about it, and the ones that are open about it then bring to light the ones that don't want to be involved at all. Like, some people, like, love the life, and they're into it, and some people do not love the life, and they are forced into it, and they don't even understand what they're being forced into before. And so you think it's like you're equating being sexy to being love. You think it's love, and it's not. And you think that's how you'll get love, is by being sexy, and that's not. And then you're equating love to money. So you think if you get money, then that means you're getting love, and it's not love, it's money. And so you have to put on a show to get money, and you're calling it love, and you're calling it sexy, and it's not. It's quite an ugly situation. But so yeah, I feel as though because of my experiences, now that's why I've chosen to remain celibate for about 6 years. And in my yoga studies, there's something called The 8 Limbs of Yoga by Patanjali, and there's ethics that people follow, and one of the ethics is called brahmacharya. and I'm definitely not pronouncing it thoughtfully enough, but it's brahmacharya is one of the parts of the limbs of the yoga, and it's remaining abstinent. And as I've studied it, I've kind of started to translate that discipline as resource management. Like when you kind of get a hold of your sexual power or your creative powers, because that's what that is. It's that energy is a creative energy, and if you don't use it right, it actually turns to destruction. It can become extremely destructive, self-destructive, knowingly or unknowingly. And so I view it in a way as resource management. And for some reason, I feel like I'm thinking like a man when I'm saying this, but I don't know how else to say it. It's not an option. You got to realize it ain't an option. Like, my resources ain't an option. It's not for sale. You don't have there's not a fucking sign outside saying for sale. There's no sign anywhere saying this energy is for sale. So whatever it is that makes you think that you have to sell that energy, or whatever it is that makes you think that you get to buy that energy, is what we're dealing with. We all have an innate creative energy within us, a fire, you know? And that fire can feed thousands. You can warm billions with it. You can warm people with that fire. You can feed people with that fire. You can alchemize things with that fire. Or you can burn yourself out, and you can burn yourself with that fire and others. And, yeah. And so, it's, yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to, when you call something what it's not, it does not change what it is. You can call it love all you want. If it's not love, it's not love. I don't know how else to put that. You can call a cup a cat. But you can't drink out of a cat. And I mean it. Reality protects you, and love is the only thing that is real. But again, I hope that it's not. I don't think that it's just me. I know it's not just me, and I know it's not just women. I know it's not just men. I just think collectively, just on a whole collective, it's like, I don't know. I realized a little bit more about time after I gave birth. And when the minute that the doctor said, we're going to schedule the day that you give birth on, I knew something was wrong. Because you can't schedule that shit. You cannot put that kind of stuff on a calendar. And we're running around trying to schedule things that can't be put on calendars. And yeah. So, if someone doesn't like you because you won't fuck them, they are not for you. That's okay. Don't fuck them to get them to like you, because they will lose respect for you if you fuck them. And then, beware of people who talk to you about their significant other. If they're in a relationship with someone and they try to unload on you or ask questions, beware of them. They need to be dealing with that between them. Give praise to females who stand up for other females who are being abused. Protect children. There are no bad children. They learn from their surroundings, and if they have loving people around them, they will be fine. If a child has a loving role model in their life, they will be fine. And even if they don't have a loving role model in their life, they will be fine in the sense that there's a lot of people who didn't have loving role models who turned out to be some of the most loving ones. So I'm not going to say much more about that. Intelligence is kindness. It doesn't matter how smart you are. It doesn't matter how many A's you have. It doesn't matter how many degrees you have. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you can't be nice to yourself and to others. It doesn't matter. Intelligence is kindness. Be kind to animals. They're not demons. They haven't come to monitor you. Again, the animals that come to us need love. They need love, and they have love to give. And if they've been traumatized, they're gonna act scared, and they're gonna act scary. And everybody has to eat. So don't feel bad about getting fed or having to eat. But do study about how to grow your own food, and try to grow your own food, and try to eat the things that grow around you, and learn about the things that grow around you, so that you can connect with your place where you are, and you'll learn so much. There's so much to eat that just grows right from the ground, if they will let you, which is another part of the issue. Beware of those who get mad at you when you try to grow your own food. Beware of those who get mad at you when you try to make yourself beautiful. Beware of those who get mad at you when you try to keep yourself warm. And beware of those who say, well, this is what I would do if I were you. God bless you.